Welcome back, everyone, to our home here at 1991 Review. At the end of our last episode, we witnessed the birth of a legend. Han Li's nascent soul formation wasn't just a milestone. It was a declaration that shook the entire cultivation world. Behind the heaven-shattering phenomenon that everyone saw was a symphony of destruction and rebirth, a life-and-death gamble where Han Li wagered his very existence. How dangerous is the process of shattering the core to form the soul? Imagine every meridian in your body reversing, every fiber, muscle, and every cell being crushed and then reborn. The agony was beyond words. It tore at the soul, making one wish for nothing more than oblivion. And yet, in the eye of this destructive storm, Han Li's iron will blaze. Aided by the miraculous medicinal power of the 9-curved ginseng, he gritted his teeth, turning his screams into a resilient silence. But overcoming physical pain was merely the warm-up. The true gateway between life and death has a name, the inner demon. Han Li had confidently prepared the soul-nourishing wood, the Poluo Pearl, and even the spirit-stabilizing pill, supreme treasures any cultivator would dream of. He thought he was ready. He was wrong. The inner demon was far more insidious and cunning than he could have ever imagined. It didn't scream or threaten. It whispered, digging into the darkest corners of Han Li's subconscious. Illusions materialized, so real they were terrifying. His homeland engulfed in flames, his parents and little sister crying out in agony. In the next moment, he saw himself, cultivation gone, reduced to a cripple, the secret of his small bottle exposed, hunted to the ends of the earth by the entire cultivation world. The flames of rage and fear formed a monster, ready to devour his sanity. Fortunately, at the most critical moment, a cool stream from his protective treasures preserved a final thread of clarity, allowing him to roar and shatter the illusion. Thinking he was safe, he fell into an even more sophisticated trap. Sweet dreams began to unfold. A warm family reunion, a romantic wedding with Nangongwan, even a harmonious scene where the Ma sisters and Chen Xiaoqian lived together. It didn't stop there. It showed him a glorious future, his cultivation reaching the pinnacle, becoming the supreme ruler of the heavenly south, ascending to the spirit realm, and achieving ultimate existence. Lost in these dreams of happiness and power for an unknown amount of time, Han Li suddenly awoke, realized it was all an illusion. With a final roar, his will exploded, breaking all chains and successfully condensing his nascent soul. The moment the nascent soul formed and flew out from the top of his head was an indescribable marvel. A tiny infant, identical to Han Li, floated above him. He was a nascent soul, and the nascent soul was him. Two souls, one body. But strangely, he couldn't control it. Like a carefree newborn, the nascent soul played, guiding Han Li's mind into a state of Fanpu Guasian, returning to one's original, true nature. Just then, outside the cave, two powerful auras descended. The two elders of the Drifting Cloud sect appeared, the white-haired old man clearing his throat as his voice boomed. I am Cheng Qiankuan of the Drifting Cloud sect. Congratulations, fellow Taoist, on forming your nascent soul. Inside, Han Li frowned for a moment before ordering Silver Moon to hide, and then removing the restrictions. A confrontation was inevitable. The green mist dissipated, opening a path. The two elders flew in, and before them stood a green-robed young man with ordinary features, smiling in welcome. The first thought in the minds of these two old monsters was not shock, but utter shame. A stranger had borrowed their sect's spirit land to break through, setting up formations so powerful that two nascent soul cultivators like themselves had been completely unaware. It was a loss of face so great, they didn't know where to hide it. After a round of polite greetings, the elders' attention was caught by the giant ape puppet. They were stunned by Han Li's mastery of the puppet arts and used it as an opportunity to probe his origins. Elder Ching smiled and asked, could it be that fellow Taoist hails from the far west? Han Li gave a half-true answer, claiming he learned it from an unknown text and was a true heavenly south cultivator. When asked about his age, Han Li's reply struck the two elders like a bolt of lightning. By my count, I am probably just over 200 years old. Forming a nascent soul at 200 years of age. This wasn't a genius. This was a once-in-a-millennium monster. Realizing this, the two elders exchanged a look, their eyes glinting with determination. They absolutely could not let this talent leave, and they certainly could not make an enemy of him. Immediately, Cheng Qiankuan spoke with great solemnity, beginning a classic talent recruitment pitch. If Brother Han is a rogue cultivator, perhaps you consider joining our Drifting Cloud sect. You would hold a status equal to our own, becoming a Grand Elder. The two sharks laid out incredibly tempting conditions. No bothersome ceremonies, an annual stipend of spirit stones, and most importantly, guidance from two nascent soul cultivators with centuries of experience. This offer truly addressed Han Li's exact needs. He had just broken through. His experience was zero. After a moment of contemplation, he asked for 3 days to consider. After the elders left, Silver Moon reappeared in her white fox form. She revealed that the Cinder Cloud Cauldron was not an ancient treasure, but a heaven-connecting spirit treasure from antiquity. The key to opening it was to refine the Qianlong ice flame. But what shocked Han Li most was Silver Moon's assessment of his mysterious small bottle. She speculated that with its heaven-defying ability to accelerate the growth of spirit herbs, it might not be a product of the mortal realm, but something forged by a cultivator from a higher realm, or even an immortal. 3 days later, Han Li officially agreed to join the Drifting Cloud sect. He was introduced to the core formation cultivators to everyone's astonishment. The very grandmasters he once had to look up to, like Song Yu, now bowed their heads respectfully, addressing him as Martial Uncle Han. Power and status had shifted in the blink of an eye. He chose a new mountain for his residence. And once all was settled, he returned to his old herb garden to clean up. But waiting for him, there was a slender figure of Mu Peeling. The once proud woman now bowed respectfully, pleading, "Senior Han, I was wondering if you would accept Peeling as your disciple. This junior will definitely serve you for my entire life." Han Li's story at the Drifting Cloud sect was only just beginning. How will he respond to this unexpected request? Where will the secrets of the mysterious bottle and the Cinder Cloud Cauldron lead him? Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell for the 1991 Review channel, so you don't miss any of the drama on Old Devil Han's journey. For now, goodbye and see you in the next video.